Guys, I thought it was about time that we do a bit of a man cave tour, so I just thought I'd show you. So this is where we come in. Got a few figures here, and I've got some games up here. So I've got Donkey Kong on the N64, Diddy Kong Racer, GoldenEye, one of my favourite games of all time, Mario Party, Zelda, and I think there's a couple more at the back, but yeah, some of my N64 games. And if you come in here, we've got the arcade machines and everything all set out. This is my Nintendo arcade cabinet. Absolutely love having friends around, being able to play two-player games and everything. So Street Fighter 2 is usually my go-to game when mates are around and stuff. I've got my Xbox controllers here, all on display. This is what I use to keep myself warm. This little fan and everything, but it also does heat as well. Now I've got my Xbox original kiosk sign, which is really cool. It did have a little bit of damage to it, but I managed to fix it up and it looks really nice. Similar to my PlayStation 1, which you might have seen in streams before as well. This is my main console that I play on, my PS5 Pro. And up here I've got some Zelda games and everything on display. This one's really cool as well. I've got my Mortal Kombat mask. I've got my Zelda amiibos. I collect lots of amiibos. I've got my Iron Man up there as well, which is really, really cool. Ultron. Absolutely love him. This one's like artwork, I'd say. Going up here, looking at all these different figures and everything. I love looking at this, and this is what I see when I'm gaming and everything. Up here as well, I've got the Master Chief. I've got some comics and collectibles up here as well. So, as you can see, a couple of graded comics there. I've got a Game Gear game as well, Echo the Dolphin. Some Star Wars masks and helmets and things. This one's really cool. This is actually a DVD box set, but like limited edition. Mando, C-3PO, he does light up as well. Then I've got my drone. I have a little DJI Mini 3 drone. This one so I can feel the game, feel the reel. It's a Wooja jacket, so you can connect this and then when you get shot in the game you feel the vibrations. I mainly like it for sim racing and everything, so you feel like the rumble and everything in the game, which is really, really cool. Here we've got my Star Wars cabinet and everything, which is again awesome. Game from the 80s, before my time really, but I like having it. It's one of them arcade one-ups. Here we've got my Star Wars pinball machine, which I absolutely love. You can mod these, you can add extra games on and everything. One thing that I have done is I've added a couple of little 3D things to, well, printed out things to the speakers, just to add that little extra detail. Here I've got my 3DS as well. I've got a few 3DSs, but that one's my go-to. It's the Pokemon one. War Machine comic up there as well, which is really cool. I've got a little Star Wars section going on here. Oh yeah, if you're talking about Star Wars, you can't beat Han Solo in Carbonite. He is one of the coolest things that I own. This here is my support sniper, so if you're showing me that you're using code FortSniped or anything, and you'll get your name on the Nintendo scope and everything, and it's really, really cool. Now up here I've got some of my Mario bits, my Mario collection, the original games with the amiibos. Look really nice up there. I've got backlighting as well to go behind them, but I absolutely think they're amazing. Now up here I've got all my Pokemon games, my Pokemon collection, and I've got my Pokemon amiibos as well, all up on display. They're all original games, and my Pokemon 64 as well, with Pikachu with light up cheeks as well when you plug them in. This is really, really cool. This is my Time Crisis arcade cabinet as well, which is awesome to play with friends. Here I've got a Stan Lee signed X-Men canvas, and if you want to see another really cool signature, if you're into Chris Hemsworth, that's his actual signature as well. But yeah, really, really cool. I've got loads of figures, loads of things. There's probably too much to pick up on, you know, with me just talking about it. But if you just have a look around, you'll be able to see for yourself. I love these amiibos. I've got every single Pokemon amiibo. I did have them boxed, but I purposely like having them unboxed so I can fit them on display. I've got, you know, even the amiibo card there for Pokemon. Here's some of my graded Charizards and everything, which are really, really decent. I've got quite a collection of Zards. Original Pokemon games as well, if you fancy it. And I like playing on this limited edition Game Boy. And I've got the box to go with it as well, which is really, really nice. Here we've got some PS5 games. Got quite a big collection. And I've got quite a big backlog of games as well that I probably could do to go through. I want to be streaming more, I want to be making more content. Whenever I'm playing games now, I want to be showing you guys as well, whilst I'm playing and sharing those experiences. For me, YouTube has made gaming more of a community experience rather than it just being this solo thing, which I'm really enjoying. But I've organised them into sections. So I've got all my PlayStation 5 games up there. I've got my PS1 games, PS2, PS3 and PS Portal games. Loads of consoles. All the boxes and things for them are in the attic as well. I've got loads more consoles, but at the minute I'm just trying to be a bit more organised. So I only have the one set up that I'm actually playing. I've got my Xbox games there, 360 games, and my Dreamcast section. That was my first console that I ever owned, was the Sega Dreamcast. So a lot of these are from childhood and things, which I'm really proud of. I've still got some of them games. And then some earlier games as well down here. I've got like for the Mega Drive and Master System, and then some DVD box sets as well, because you can never go wrong with a good old DVD box set. Now up here I've got like some comics and things. I've got all these Marvel chess pieces. I've got a chessboard that I can play it on. I've got Flash Gordon issue 1 from the 60s. I've got all these different figures and everything. And yeah, it's just a really cool setup and a really cool space to be able to play and spend time. And I've really enjoyed collecting, and what I want to do now is just enjoy it. So I've got the PSVR 2 that I use. In here I keep some of my more modern consoles as well. So I've got my Switch 2 at the minute, I've got a Steam Deck OLED, and I do have my Meta Quest 3 in there as well. I do love a bit of VR. But I hope you've liked just having a quick look at my room, having a look at my setup. And if anything like me, you know, if you've got appreciation for gaming, then you'll be into all this sort of stuff. And yeah, you'll get to see this is where I sit when I'm streaming on Fortnite and other games like COD and everything. But it's probably nice for you to see the actual room itself and everything. So I'm just going to do one last quick tour around before I end this video and everything. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone watching, everyone supporting the channel. Yeah, I know this isn't the biggest room in the world. Hey, look at Deadpool there, just sitting there having a bit of a chill. But for me, it is such a cool space just to be able to come and sit in and everything. I do have my headsets as well up here. I mainly use my PlayStation 1 when I'm gaming, because that's probably my main go-to console, but I am looking at getting myself a PC. Oh yeah, and this is the pièce de résistance. How can I not show you this, guys? This is my racing rig setup as well. Summer play seat, which is so good. Playing Gran Turismo on this with the VR2 setup is just unreal. It's a class experience. I don't go on it often, but when I do, I can be on it for like a few hours at a time. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions about my collection, or if you have, if you want to know how I've managed to do this, a lot of it has been through car booting and things, and getting deals and things like that. It's not happened overnight. It's been a lot of work to get to this point, but for now I want my focus not to be just on collecting, but I want it to be on YouTube as well. So if you're into this sort of content and everything, please do me a massive favour. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Could you please, for this game, there it is, I've got this disc twice actually. On this game, please use my creator code FortSnipes as well. It goes such a long way to support the channel. And keep watching, and keep liking the videos, and stay subscribed to the channel. Again, I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. I'll see you later, bro, on the next one.